I had just learned this beautiful process on how to undo limiting beliefs by learning what's called the work of Byron Katie. I started studying and training with Byron Katie, beautiful woman, one of the most awakened beings I've ever met on the planet. And I came back to my corporation and I decided that I wanted to take everybody in each division. I did all the trainings in the corporation. I wanted to take each division through this beautiful process of undoing their limiting beliefs, these beliefs that get in the way of them being able to really, love and appreciate and really feel connected to those things that they do. Get rid of their shame, blame, and justification about what other people are doing for them. I thought this is going to be the best thing. So I decided I was going to take on the customer service department first. And the work is 4 questions and a turnaround. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true? How do you react? What happens when you attach to that thought? Who would you be without that thought? And then turn that thought, that original thought that you had, that statement that you are saying, turn that thought around and you write something down that has caused you pain in your life or suffering or disappointment. So I said, who wants to do the work? And this one girl raised her hand and says, I will. And I said, great, come on up, honey. And, we're standing there and all the other 8 girls are watching. And this girl goes, I hate all Mexican men. Now, I'm in a corporate setting and my heart stops immediately. I'm like, oh my God, okay, but I have to keep the integrity of the work. You hate all Mexican men. Is that true? First question. She goes, well, actually, that's not really true. I only hate one Mexican man. And I am like, oh my God, where are we going to go here? And I said, so you hate one Mexican man. Is that true? And she goes, well, I might as well tell everybody. I was raped 3 months ago. And the whole room stopped breathing. And I said, and I thought, well, Janet, keep the integrity of the work. And so what's your statement that you want to say? I mean, you said, and she said, well, I shouldn't have been raped. And I said, you shouldn't have been raped. Is that true? That's how you would ask this, when you're doing the work. And all of a sudden, one of the 8 girls that are watching this, who has no idea where I'm going, says, that's it, Janet Attwood. That's it. You have done it now. I'm going to go tell the vice president what you're doing, and slams the door and walks out of the room. You are crazy. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I just thought, keep the integrity of the work, because I know this process works. And I said, you shouldn't have been raped. Is that true? And she said, yes. And I said, can you absolutely know that it's true, that you shouldn't have been raped? And she goes, yes. And everybody there is going, yes, of course she is. Nobody should be raped, And I said, so let me ask you something. In those 3 months, how many times did you play that story over and over and over in your mind? And she said, 1,000,000 times. I can't sleep. And she broke out crying immediately. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I'm about ready to get fired from my job because I can't work. And I said, you were raped once. Not saying right, not saying wrong. What is. What is, right? It happened. Can't do anything about what happens, right? She goes, yes. And yet, you continue to rape yourself over and over and over and over again by playing it in your mind over 1,000,000 times. And in that moment, you could see the light come back in her eyes. And from that point on, when she saw that she was the cause of her pain and suffering by repeatedly playing that experience over and over and over again, and that she had a choice, and that she had a choice of whether or not she wanted to be in pain or whether she wanted to have freedom, she stopped. And she became one of the top people in her department from that moment on. So, what are you saying to yourself over and over and over again, that's creating your story. That's a co-creator in your hell.